Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Going for my face shave now using the Sego shaving soap from Zingari Man, and the scent on this one is the Wanderer Barbershop. Now, to my nose, it smells like a real premium quality, what do you call it? Laundry detergent. That's what it smells like. Very similar to Grace from Talbot Shaving, just a really nice citrusy, floral, powdery barbershop. There is barbershop going on in there, but it smells like a really nice laundry detergent to me, and I really enjoy the scent. However, all the performance of it, all the performance factors of it are what set this soap apart from many that are going about. Very, very easy to lather, very easy to work with, cracking performance. Now, the brush is one of the most stunning brushes in my den, if not, in terms of handle, probably the most stunning handle in the den. And this was made by Envy Shave. Come on. There we go. Nathan Clark. Did I get that the right way up? Yeah, I did. It's got abalone through here, abalone shell, and it's just absolutely stunning. Now it's got a 25mm, I think, Black Wolf sort of fan hybrid knot. It's almost a bulb fan hybrid, but this is super soft. It is absolutely beautiful to use. I'm going to put some cold water in the sink. I'm not going to fill it because I'm going to rinse the soap out as soon as I've loaded the brush up. I'm just going to flick out most of the excess, and you can see that the brush is now clumped together a little bit, and straight into the soap. This soap was very kindly sent to me from Jack over at the Virtual Groom Room. If you haven't checked his channel out, check it out. Really nice guy, other than the fact that he's English, but you know, you can't hold that against him too much. And he's also a Liverpool supporter, you know, it couldn't get much worse really. I'm dreading the end of this football season, I tell you. I just hope Liverpool don't go undefeated, because that would just be the most horrible thing ever. It'd be bad enough listening to them like it's 1966 every single year, but now you'll have to listen to them saying that they've went undefeated. Albeit, to be fair, they'll go undefeated against one of the poorest lots of teams that I've seen in the Premier League when you look at the way all the teams are playing. But I say the poorest, I don't think it is quite the poorest teams in the Premier League. What I think's happened is all the lesser teams have actually caught up, and I think that's what's happening at the moment. All your other teams round about, your Wolves and things, are catching up with the big guns. So that's the brush loaded. That was a very heavy load. Way more than what I need, you know me. So I'll be lathering for a while. You can always skip past that. Someone did comment that he got bored watching me lather. I enjoy it. And as much as a lot of these reviews are out there for all you guys to watch and see whether you like the look of something or whether... I've been very lucky with my reviews that most people that purchase things that I recommend because I really enjoy them, also really enjoy them. Let's fill the sink up. But that's what the fast forward button's for. If you're bored, fast forward it. I enjoy making the lather. I enjoy watching people make a lather as well. Kevy Shaves, Jack over at the Virtual Groom Room. No Meal Shaves, Leroy over there, he makes a cracking big lather. Doesn't affect the shave, I've got to get that straight. I did actually shave with a very dry lather probably 4 or 5 days ago when I was on holiday, just to try it with the Swedish Witch, and I got a great shave. So it doesn't really make much difference, it's whatever works for you. It does dry out a little bit, it does tend to stick to the razor blade, I do find that, and that annoys me because I don't use hot water generally, so because I use cold water, it sort of struggles. So let's go back to my good old trusty paint in the water technique until it goes translucent. Dip the tips again. Oh, that scent is just beautiful. Now, someone posted on Instagram that the actual soap formula and the scent, they weren't keen on either. They preferred the old formula and obviously different scents, but scents are subjective no matter how you look at it. I love this scent. Yes?
You know what where the remote is to go onto Netflix?
It isn't on Netflix, mate.
Pardon?
It's not on Netflix.
Oh. Do you know where the remote is anyway?
Yeah, it's sat on top of the amplifier under the TV.
Oh.
So we're almost there. You can see that's almost translucent all over. Just going to scoop that a little bit on there and then clean the brush up. One thing I don't want to do is drop this brush. And again. I'm really just doing this to see how far I can push the Zingari, the Sego soap base. I think I'm there. So what I'm going to do now, spray the brush. You can see how wet that is, and you would think there's too much moisture in there, but let's just see how it goes. What a mess I'm making. Needs more water. And again. I've definitely overloaded the brush. Jesus. Okay, so here we go. Sego soap base. You don't need to load a lot in the brush. I better actually start painting this on. I'll be here all day with this. Look at that. You can see that shine. So apologies for that extremely long lather. I'm at 10 minutes and I haven't even stroked my face with a razor yet. but that is exceptional. Wow. Stick the brush to the side, check that out. That's thick, creamy, glossy, dense. Not super heavy, but heavy enough lather. Okay, back to the Feather Artist Club Chevette. I don't know how many uses I've got on this blade now, but there's a fair few on it. And here we go. Absolutely superb. Very protective soap as well. Superb. Definitely getting a much better feel for this razor now. Oh, I thought I'd go through my first pass there without any weepers. Close, but no cigar. Just set the razor to the side. The residual slickness is really, really nice. Now, I will mention that it doesn't feel residually slick. It's very residually slick, but not like the Swedish Witch. And it's one of those soap, it's the only soap I've used actually that gives that sensation that there's like a layer of stuff stuck to your skin, creating the slickness. So it's definitely something that's almost unique for me. It's a very small weeper because I can't see any, but that's a cracking first pass. It certainly could be down to the fact that the soap is exceptional. You can see that shine, it is just phenomenal. I know you don't need a thick lather for a second pass, but that is as good as it gets really. As far as second passes go. There's people out there who don't get that for the first pass. Obviously, practice, 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 and then practice again, and you get better with it. But oh, sorry, the Carve Christopher Bradley razor, B-plate, second use, Gillette Ruby blade. Which is easily my favourite blade in the Carve. Surprise, because I thought it would take a An excellent blade to overtake the Nasset and the spoiler for sure, but this is just, I don't really feel the blade in there, but it just cuts through everything. But like I said before, they are expensive. In fact, I think over £100 they're more expensive than feathers. Not as expensive as Kai blades, but they're certainly more expensive than feathers, which is quite the thing to say really. And it looks like there's two brands of them. It looks like the Ruby Platinums and Ruby Plus. Whether they're the exact same thing or not, I've got no idea. Yeah. Excellent, excellent silk guys. And that scent just fills up the bathroom. So here we go with lather number 3. This knot is so soft that you can actually sort of rebuild the lather. I get lathers like this and wonder why I still use natural hair brushes. Because I can't do this with a natural hair brush, it just doesn't work. Against the grain, no problem. Wow. Right, just touch up around the lips. That was a stupendous shave. In fact, they don't come much better than that. If any better than that. Wow. Right, let's rinse the brush out. It's just such a nice soap to work with. The scent, the performance, the lather. Albeit I way overloaded the brush. That's fine. You've got to enjoy it. I enjoy lathering, big time. In fact, if I could lather and then all the hair fell off, probably quite happy I'd just lather again the next day now. A lather cream that involves no shaving. And there's something that would make a lot of money. Still a bit of soap in this brush. I mean, in terms of backbone, there's not much backbone in this one. I think you can still get knots from Peter over at Wool Whiskers and Nathan at Envy Shave that are very, very similar to this knot. This is definitely as soft. In fact, I would say this is softer than the tuxedo knot. It's almost as soft as the cashmere knot or the angel hair knot that Milton sells over at Turn and Shave. Superb. What a shave. Zingari Man, the Wanderer at Barbershop, Sego shaving soap, which is their latest shaving base, I believe. Got a little weeper there. But other than that, wow. And the post shave, I've shaved my head as well, it's just absolutely beautiful. It's got that silky thing afterwards, but it still feels moisturised. It doesn't just feel like silky smooth, it's got like a little bit of grip on your hand just to show you there's a bit of moisturising still happening. The brush for today was my Envy Shave abalone brush, the 25mm black wolf knot. You can see there that the knot is nice and clean. There's nothing in there, it looks exactly as it did before I stuck it in the water. For the first pass, and probably the best first pass I've had with a shavette, was the Feather Artist Club Stainless Steel series, Stainless Steel Artist Club, whatever you want to call it, with a Feather Pro blade, the black box. I think Leroy from No Meal Shaves was asking about that. It's just a Feather Pro blade. I haven't corked it, it's just straight out of the thing and straight into the shavette. And it's the beautiful blades. And finished off with the best double-edged razor on the planet, the Carve from Christopher Bradley razor in aluminium with the B plate, which is 0.73 blade gap, and a Gillette Ruby blade second use, and it's just buttery smooth. And what a shave, what a head and face shave today, really two of the best. And I have to really obviously put a lot of it down to the soap. My technique's getting better, but that soap is really great. It's great performance, slickness, cushion, glide, you name it, it's there. And it smells phenomenal as well, so top marks to Zingari Man. Not my top base yet, but it's very, very close to, it's right below the Swedish Witch at the moment. And other than that, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.